Lion vs Tiger, who is the real king? Alright folks, buckle up. Today we're diving into one of the most epic rivalries in the entire animal kingdom, lion versus tiger, the ultimate big cat showdown. Who's the real king of beasts? Is it the lion, with his iconic mane and royal reputation? Or the tiger, the solitary ninja of the jungle with size, stealth, and sheer power on his side? I'm your friendly wildlife expert, and today, we're putting these two top-tier predators under the microscope, from muscle mass to hunting habits, to settle this age-old debate once and for all. A tale as wild as Rome itself. You might think a lion versus tiger battle is just something out of a nature nerd's imagination, but nope, this epic cat fight goes way back. Picture this: ancient Rome, the Colosseum roaring with 50,000 spectators, all hyped up not for a gladiator duel, but for a lion versus tiger smackdown. Yep, the Romans literally threw these two heavyweight predators into the arena just to see who came out on top. It was the original pay-per-view event, minus the pay or the view unless you were there in person with a toga and a snack. Fast forward to the 1900s, yes, even in the modern age we've had accidental and sometimes deliberate encounters between lions and tigers in zoos and circuses. And let me tell you, when these two big cats throw paws, it's not pretty. Think less Lion King meets Jungle Book and more National Geographic meets UFC. I can't imagine being the poor zookeeper who had to explain to his boss why the lion enclosure suddenly needed extra fencing. Size matters, like really matters. Alright, let's get into the numbers, because no epic showdown is complete without a good old tale of the tape. Think of it like the pre-fight hype before a heavyweight boxing match, but with fur, claws, and way more attitude. In the gold corner, the African lion. These guys can stretch up to 7 feet long, and that's not even counting the swishy tail. They tip the scales at anywhere from 250 to 450 pounds. But the real showstopper, that glorious mane. It's not just there to make them look like royalty, it acts like natural armor during fights and sends a clear "don't mess with me" signal. It's basically the feline version of a leather biker jacket and a mullet, intimidating and hard to miss. And in the orange striped corner, the Bengal tiger and his even beefier cousin, the Siberian. Your average Bengal tiger walks around at about 490 pounds, already heavier than most lions, but the Siberian tiger, oh boy. This dude is the Hulk of the cat world, over 10 feet from nose to tail and clocking in at up to 660 pounds. If a lion's built like a linebacker, the Siberian tiger is like a linebacker who lifts on weekends and eats elk for breakfast. My personal take: if this were a wrestling match, the tiger's size advantage alone would get him into the semifinals no problem. Where do they roam? The real estate of royalty. Let's talk cat geography, because even apex predators need a place to crash. Lions. These big guys are the true sun lovers of the feline world. You'll find them chilling, or let's be honest, napping in Africa's wide-open grasslands and golden savannas. It's kind of like living in a never-ending safari resort with your 10 closest cousins. Lions are all about family life. They roll in squads called prides, which are basically the original big cat social clubs. And if you're looking for lions outside Africa, there's a tiny but fierce population of Asiatic lions still holding it down in India's Gir forest. Fewer in number, but just as royal, tigers. Tigers, on the other hand, are the ultimate solo travelers. These guys have a passport full of stamps, from the sweltering forests of India to the snowy wilderness of Siberia. Seriously, they thrive in almost every terrain you can imagine. Mangrove swamps, tropical jungles, icy taigas. They're like the backpacking college students of the big cat world, except instead of selfies and smoothies, they're packing 3-inch claws and an appetite for deer. Personally, I admire the tiger's sense of adventure. If I had to pick a big cat spirit animal, it's the one that can hike through snow in the morning and swim through a swamp by lunch. Hunting styles: team player versus lone assassin. Now, let's talk tactics, the ultimate showdown of teamwork versus solo precision. Lions. If you ever thought teamwork makes the dream work, then the lion pride is your MVP. These cats operate like a well-oiled machine, the ultimate feline football team. It's usually the ladies leading the charge, with the lionesses coordinating a hunting strategy like a group of elite athletes. Think of it as a coordinated blitz to take down big prey like zebras, wildebeests, and even the occasional giraffe. Yes, they're that tough. The lions work together to surround their target, forcing it into a corner where they can make the kill. It's all about strategy, communication, and knowing how to work with your squad. Tigers. Then, there's the tiger, the ultimate lone assassin. These guys prefer to roll solo, and when they hunt, they make it look like an action movie scene. Tigers are the stealth experts, creeping up on their prey with the precision of a ninja, blending into the shadows before delivering a devastating ambush. They'll often take down prey twice their size with a single, lightning-fast pounce. Think of it as stealth mode meets raw power. It's all about precision, patience, and brutal force when the moment is right. I think the tiger's lone wolf vibe makes it one of the most fascinating predators. They're like the James Bond of the animal world, quiet, deadly, and always one step ahead of the game. Behavior and personality, the socialites versus the solitaires. Let's dive into their personalities, because just like us, no two big cats are the same. Lions. Lions are the extroverts of the animal kingdom. They're social butterflies, always hanging out with their pride, and constantly communicating with one another through roars, growls, and playful head rubs. It's basically a big feline family reunion 24/7. Now, here's the fun part: lions are also major couch potatoes. When they're not socializing, they're snoozing up to 20 hours a day. Yep, that's right, these kings of the jungle like to live the life of luxury and relaxation. It's like being the coolest cat in the room, without ever having to move a muscle. Think of a lion like that one friend who's always the life of the party but might just nap through most of it. Tigers. Tigers, total introverts with a bit of attitude. These guys are like the lone wolves of the cat world, spending most of their time patrolling huge territories by themselves. They enjoy the quiet life and aren't about to share their space with anyone. But here's the kicker: tigers love water. While your house cat will give you the stink eye just for filling up the bathtub, tigers are out there doing cannonballs in rivers, streams, and ponds like it's nothing. It's almost like they're the big cat version of a beach bum, totally at home in the water, just chilling and swimming for fun. I love the tigers' I do what I want attitude. They're like that mysterious, independent friend who's always up for an adventure, but only if they feel like it. And now the fight. Alright, folks, time to get down to the ultimate showdown. Lion versus tiger, who takes the crown? Now, before you go thinking the lion's royal title automatically hands it the victory, let's break it down, because the tiger has a few big advantages in a one-on-one brawl. Bigger size, oh yeah, the tiger's got it. Stronger bite, definitely. More muscle and a bigger brain relative to body size. You bet. Solo fighter by nature, you're darn right. While lions are built for teamwork, working together like a well-coordinated squad thanks to their pride, the tiger is all about solo performance. And here's the kicker: in a one-on-one fight, that teamwork instinct doesn't do much for the lion. Meanwhile, the tiger's stamina, agility, and sheer power give it a serious edge. This is a cat that's designed to go it alone, and it's got the muscle and brain to outwit its opponent. Historical records and even some modern zoo encounters generally have the tiger walking away as the victor. So, if you are placing bets, it's safe to say the tiger's the one most likely to walk out of the ring triumphant. Tigers are just built differently, like the ultimate lone warriors of the animal kingdom. They've got everything it takes to win, but who knows? In the wild, anything can happen. Just don't count the lion out of the game entirely. Final verdict, personal take. Alright folks, if I had to place my bet, sorry Simba, but I'm officially Team Tiger on this one. Here's the deal: the lion may have the whole king of the jungle vibe going on, but when it comes to a straight-up, no-holds-barred battle, the tiger takes the crown. It's bigger, stronger, and built for the solo hustle. That said, don't let me completely count out the lion. After all, every fight's a little bit like a boxing match. It all depends on the individual. Are we talking about an old lion who skipped breakfast? Or a fierce tiger that's having a bad day? Anything can happen. So, who gets your vote for the crown, the regal lion or the powerhouse tiger? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and join me for more wild face-offs from the animal kingdom. Danger zone. Can these cats hurt us? Now, let's get real for a second. While these magnificent creatures are impressive in their natural habitat, a fight between a lion and tiger is not something you want to witness up close unless you're in a professional, safely managed environment, of course. Lions and tigers are wild animals, and by wild, I mean seriously powerful. Their claws, jaws, and sheer strength could easily pose a threat to humans if they feel threatened or cornered. Tigers, especially, are known for their aggressive hunting skills and intense focus when it comes to stalking and taking down prey. And let's be honest, they're not going to be thrilled to have a human wander into their territory during a battle. This is why wildlife experts and zookeepers take extreme precautions when dealing with these animals. Not your average house cat, folks. So, as cool as it might be to imagine these creatures fighting it out, it's best to admire them from a safe distance, or even better, behind a screen, in a documentary like this one. Should you keep a lion or tiger as a pet? Now, I know, some of you might be thinking, wouldn't it be amazing to have a lion or tiger as a pet? But before you start designing your custom tiger-friendly living room, let's pump the brakes for a second. While the idea of having a majestic, wild cat as a pet sounds exciting, the reality is a little more complicated and dangerous than that. Lions and tigers are wild animals, wild, as in they belong in the jungle, not in your backyard. They have very specific needs when it comes to space, diet, and mental stimulation. Imagine trying to provide an animal that's used to roaming miles of wilderness with a backyard that's probably smaller than its natural hunting ground. Also, have you ever tried to clean up after a normal house cat? Now imagine that with a tiger that eats 20 to 30 pounds of meat a day. Not to mention, they have razor-sharp claws and massive teeth that can quickly turn a friendly petting session into something way more intense. Beyond the physical risks, keeping a tiger or lion as a pet is also illegal in many places due to safety and conservation concerns. These animals need experts to care for them, and they deserve to live in environments where they can express their natural behaviors like hunting, roaming, and being wild. So, my advice, stick to your house cat or dog. They may not have the same intimidating roar, but they're a lot safer to have around and way easier to clean up after. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit subscribe so you won't miss any wild showdowns, epic animal comparisons, and fascinating facts about the natural world. Tap the bell to be the first to catch our newest videos.